Sup scalers, in this video, I'm going to show you my stupid simple landing page framework I use to scale ads past $100,000 a day in sales profitably. This framework has made millions for my own business and I've validated it across hundreds of my clients in pretty much every industry out there. So it's proven to work. So if your conversion rate's not where it needs to be, or you're not scaling as fast as you want, this will hopefully help you fix that. So here's what we're gonna cover in this video. First, the 6 key elements every high converting landing page needs, so you actually understand what drives conversion. Then I'll show you real examples of high converting pages that have these 6 elements, so you can see what this looks like in practice. And finally, I'll give you my plug and play landing page framework you can use today to increase your conversion rate in sales. So let's dive into it and start with the first thing, which is the 6 key elements of a high converting landing page. And those are, number 1, it clearly states the desired outcome of your target customer. If your page doesn't immediately communicate the key outcome your customer desires most, they'll lose interest and bounce. Number 2, it clearly states what makes your product unique. If your viewer can't immediately see how your product gets them the result they want most in a unique way they haven't seen before, they'll bucket you in as another me too solution, which is going to kill your conversions. And this is where a lot of people mess up. Number 3, it demonstrates your product. And this can be done with either images, videos, or both. Number 4, it explains the core benefits of your product. So not just your product features, but the tangible benefits that will make their life better when they're using your product. Number 5, it includes social proof to back up your claims because people are naturally skeptical. And if we don't show proof of other people experiencing the claims we're making, people won't believe us and they'll bounce. And finally, number 6, it includes a clear call to action. So it tells the viewer exactly what we want them to do next to move further in your sales process, whether it's adding to cart, booking a call, etc. So those are the 6 key elements of a high converting page. Now let's break down some real examples of high converting pages to show you those 6 elements working together in action. So the first landing page we'll go over is my agencies. And this landing page has generated me hundreds of clients, millions of dollars, and converted 14% of cold traffic into booked calls. So this is a good page to model, and I'll break down the 6 conversion elements on this page. So it starts with the first element, which is the outcome they want. And you can see right away on this page, we say, we will scale your company's revenue purely on results. That is the outcome I know my target market wants, is they want to scale their revenue purely on results. So that is the first thing I am leading with on this landing page. Next, we present our unique solution. And that is, we clearly state guaranteed 10x ROI, pay nothing out of pocket to get started. That is what made my agency unique from all the other agencies that were competing for brands' attention, is I was guaranteeing a 10x ROI and there was no upfront fees. So that way when brands came on this page, they were like, whoa, this is different. I want to learn more. Then the third thing is demonstrating the product and offer. So right below the headline here, we have a short video, which is about 5 minutes long, of me actually explaining the offer and how it works to provide more context. Number 4 is explaining the core benefits of the product. And if we scroll down on this page, we have some blurbs that explain the core benefits of the product. So we see phase 1, immediate revenue. The very first thing we do for you when we start working together is we find immediate levers we can pull to generate revenue in your business. Phase 2 is we optimize your sales process. Phase 3 is we start scaling things up. And then I mentioned how the end result of that process is we guarantee a 10x ROI on our fees. So I'm explaining the core benefits of my offer and product. Then number 5 is social proof to back up claims. And we can see here, we have social proof right up top saying trusted by 250 plus brands, 100 million generated. And on top of that, I have just a shit ton of proof of brands that we've generated results for that they can scroll down. And the reason this is so important, especially in really any business, specifically agencies right away, is if I have a claim that says, we will scale your revenue, pay nothing out of pocket, guaranteed 10x ROI, the very first thing a brand owner is going to think when they're seeing that is, okay, prove that, or who have you done that for? So I need to address that. If not, this is going to sound like bullshit. So that's why below this, I have a bunch of brands and results where now they're like, okay, this guy's the real deal. Now I'm going to book a call. So you can see in this page, it has all 6 of the elements, and that's why it was able to convert so well on cold traffic and generate me a lot of clients and sales. Next, let's look at an e-commerce example from Mudwater. And this is a page I really liked when I came across. So right away, let's look at the first thing, which is the outcome they want. Now, Mudwater is a coffee replacement drink. And you can see right away, we have the headline that says energy and focus without the jitters. That is the outcome their target market wants. They're going after people who drink coffee that don't like the jitters it gives, or they might be drinking coffee because it helps them feel more alert, but they get the jitters because of that. So right away in the headline, the first text calls out that outcome they want, which is energy and focus without the jitters. Then it presents a unique solution. So part of the unique solution is them itself saying, hey, get energy and focus without the jitters, but it's also explaining here, our OG blend is a coffee alternative made of 100% organic cacao, masala chai, and mushrooms to give you natural energy and focus without the jitters and crash. That is what's unique about the product. Now there's more, Mudwater competitors in the space than when they first launched, but in the beginning, this was very unique. Then it demonstrates the product. So we have, a product shot here showing their really beautiful branding, in my opinion, and someone holding the bottle of Mudwater. And it demonstrates the product in more detail on what is Mudwater, how to drink it, etc. Then number 4 is it explains the core benefits of the product. So if we actually scroll down here, we can see some of the core benefits in terms of it breaks down each supplement and the actual not supplement rather, but the ingredients in the supplement and how it will help them. So it says lion's mane. So lion's mane was added to support mental performance. Then if we have chaga, chaga is a mushroom that grows on birch trees for overall soothing properties, etc. And then reishi, reishi was added to support a healthy immune system and to promote natural energy. So it's explaining the core benefits of this product and how it's going to help them increase their focus and have less jitters. Then number 5 is social proof to back up claims. And you can see here, there's a ton of social proof. We have a box here that says 50,000 5-star reviews. Then we have a huge fitness influencer here, Thomas DeLauer, saying Mudwater is pretty much the best substitute for coffee that you can ultimately get. So right away, this is showing social proof that, hey, there's 50,000 5-star reviews. Imagine how many customers they got, right? And then number 6 is a clear call to action. So we have here a button that says try it, save $20, 30-day money back guarantee. And if we start scrolling on the page, we have a sticky call to action that they can click throughout any point to enter the next step in the sales process, which is actually adding the item to cart and then proceeding into a customer. Now, finally, let's look at one last example to really drill this home so you can understand these 6 principles is Huel. Now, Huel is a great example. You can see their product and landing page here. Right away, we have the outcome they want. So you can see they're doing this in 2 ways. One, their first product image on this page says maximum flavor, minimum effort. Because with Huel, it's essentially like a packet of food that you can put some hot water in and then just like that, you get a healthy meal, right? So it says maximum flavor, minimum effort for people who are tired of prepping their lunches and hate meal prep. And then it's also saying hot and savory meal packs. So that's the outcome they want. Then it has a unique solution. So one of the unique solutions here is the fact that you can get this incredible meal that has no effort to create in a pouch. And on top of that, you get 26 vitamins and minerals, up to 25 grams of protein and only 400 calories for some of these meals. And it even demonstrates that here. Each plant-based meal is nutritionally complete and is packed with 25 grams of protein, 26 essential vitamins, and is 400 calories per serving. So that is what makes it unique. Then number 3 is it demonstrates the product. So we have the product shot here. If we actually scroll through some of these things here, all of this is a demonstration. So you can see pouch into pot, add boiling water, stir, enjoy the meal. That is demonstrating the product. Then we have social proof to back up claims. I mean, holy shit, 4 million happy customers? That's proof. I don't know what other type of proof you want to see there. And then we have a clear call to action where throughout, if people add what meals they want into their Huel order, then we have, once they choose their flavors, I'll just go through here. Let's say I just add this for this example. Then I can actually add this to subscription, just like that. So you can see just how these pages include these 6 foundational principles to increase conversions. And the reason this is so effective is this is essentially what gets someone to buy. We have to promise an outcome they want. We have to give a unique solution. We demonstrate the product. We explain the core benefits of the product. We add social proof so people are not skeptical, and we actually have proof to back up our claims, and we have a clear call to action. That is what gets people to take action, and that is why these are the core foundational principles that work. Real quick, if you want to scale your ads faster, you can get a free custom scaling roadmap from our team breaking down step by step exactly what you need to focus on to scale your ads to the next level. Simply go to scalewithless.com/roadmap or the first pinned comment below to get yours today. All you have to do is answer a few questions about your business, and we'll send you a tailored plan showing you what to focus on for your specific stage and give you the tools and systems to execute the plan so you can start seeing results. Again, go to scalewithless.com/roadmap or the first pinned comment below. Now let's get back to the video. So now that you've seen some high converting pages in action, let's break down my plug and play landing page framework that combines all 6 of these elements together to drive maximum conversions. Now this landing landing page template consists of two sections. The first section is the above the fold section, and this is the area on your landing page viewers see before they scroll down on their device. And this section by far is the most important, because if it doesn't intrigue them and hook them in, the rest of your page isn't going to matter because they're not going to scroll down. So the sections above the fold are the areas we need to put disproportionate time on because they carry the most weight. Now, the above the fold sections are the following. Now, one thing to keep in mind is you don't need to follow the structure exactly in order. It's more these elements need to be combined above the fold. And this will make sense when I'll give you an example. So the first element is our headline. So this is where we want to state the desired outcome of your target market and what makes your product unique. Then we have a benefit blurb, which is optional, where we have a short description or bullet points highlighting the core benefits of your product. Then we showcase our product, and we can do this with images, videos, or both. Then we have our social proof blurb. So this is where we want to show proof your product works. And we can do this with testimonials, customer counts, results, or press features. And then finally, we have a clear call to action. So a clear button to enter the next step in our sales process. So these are the elements above the fold. Then we have our below the fold section. And this is the area on the page viewers see after scrolling down. So this section is still important, but it doesn't carry as much weight as the above the fold area. Now, the sections below the fold is number one, we want to expand offer benefits. So we want to expand on the core benefits of your product in more detail. Then we have social proof. So customer reviews to back up that your product works. We really want to provide as much proof as possible that a product does what it says we claim. And then we have a clear call to action. So a clear button to enter the next step in our sales process. So now let me actually go through this template with a live example side by side so you can really see things. So we have my page pulled up right here, and you can see first we have the headline that states the desired outcome of your target market and what makes your product unique. And we have that right here. We'll scale your company's revenue purely on results, guaranteed 10x ROI, pay nothing out of pocket to get started. Then we have our social proof blurb that says trusted by 250 plus brands, 100 million generated. Because again, we just need to make sure these elements are scattered in this above the fold section. It doesn't need to be followed in this exact order. That's why I have the social proof second. Then we have a video demonstrating the product that's 3 to 5 minutes. And then we have a clear call to action. Watch the video, schedule your call using the button below to qualify. Schedule your call. So all of this happens below. We have to scroll down fully on the device. Then we have the below the fold section. So this is where we expand on our offer benefits. So I say, we'll scale your company purely on results. Here's how. And I expand on that by explaining phase 1's immediate revenue. Phase 2 is we optimize your sales process. Phase 3 is we start scaling things up. So I'm expanding on the benefits and painting the picture of what it's going to look like when we start working together and the tangible benefits they're going to experience. And then we have a ton of social proof to back up that it works. So I have results from major brands, and I just have a stack of proof from brands, celebrities, services, and every industry imaginable so they know that we can generate results. And then finally, we have a clear call to action at the very bottom as well. It says, believe us now, book a call below to discuss partnering up to scale your business. Book a call. So hopefully when I actually pull this up, you can see that this landing page follows this template to a T. And the reason this template works is all we're doing is once you fundamentally understand the elements that drive conversions on a landing page, all we have to do is structure those elements properly on a page so it hits the right areas that makes your customers take action. And that is my favorite thing about a template and a framework. Is all we got to do is follow it, insert the elements that make sense for a product, and we can start getting similar outcomes. Now, if you're selling something that's shitty, doesn't matter. This page probably isn't going to work for you. But if you do have a good product and you know how to frame it in a unique way and you have some product results and you follow this outline, you'll probably get better results than what you're currently doing. I've just seen it across so many different brands and I just know this process works. So that is the landing page process. So that's my 100K a day landing page framework. Now to execute it, really straightforward. Step 1, wireframe your landing page using the framework we covered. A completed wireframe should look something like this. Then step 2, once it's wireframed, build the page yourself or send it to a designer to get it done. And it should look like something like this once it's all built up. So that's all you got to do. Get after it and happy scaling.